Scorpio. Scorpio, this is going to be your mid-monthly for July. All right, it's general. It's not going to resonate with everyone, and that's okay. If it resonates, great. If it doesn't, also fine. Energy is fluid. Time is an illusion, so feel free to take the energies and put them where they apply for you. I'm going to be reading from the perspective of Scorpio unless told otherwise. Okay, this is for the second half of the month of July. However, time is an illusion. So you may find that this has already happened. It may be currently happening. It may happen on down the road. Okay. These messages are always multifaceted. So let's try to keep an open mind, as they do sometimes come through with channels that are possibly abstract and metaphorical. Okay. I urge you, as always, to check out your other signs. That's Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, Black Moon, Lilith, North Node, Mars. All right. Uranus, wherever, whatever. Like, there's tons. You've got everything in your chart, basically. So feel free to check out the other signs if you feel so inclined to do. We are going to do a fan spread for you for the second half of July, Scorpio. And so that's going to cover 5 areas of life. All right. So let's go ahead and get into it. I hope these messages find you in good health and good wealth and good spirits. Interesting over here in the love area. All right, let's see. Let's keep going. Whew, Scorpio, you got a lot going on. I like it. All right, love it, actually. Love it. Okay. Ooh, you see that? Oh, we'll get to it in a minute. All right. We'll get to it. Don't you worry about that. Don't you worry about that. Let me make sure everything's in frame here. You got a lot going on, baby. You got a lot going on. All right. All right, all right. So, we missed one. We missed one. Okay. Okay. All right, so Scorpio, at the center, representing you and your current energy, is the minstrel, excuse me, the minstrel. I don't feel comfortable saying that word for that. Whatever. Let your intentions be known, okay? Scorpio has been in super manifestation mode and quite a serious mode of healing, reflecting, deleting, adding, focusing. Scorpio's been in heavy transformation for quite some time, so it would only make sense that you would need to let your intentions be known in this energy. Okay, in the area of health and physical well-being, all right, you've got your surroundings will undergo transition. Again, that's something that's been coming through for Scorpio. Your surroundings are going to undergo transition because you're going to likely make the transition, okay? You're going to likely have an active role in that, okay? This could be your house, your cleanliness, your car, your physical activity, your workout routine, your eating habits, versus fast food, whatever, okay? Over here in the area of love, all right, you've got, you've got the Knight, triumph over adversity, the Seer, follow your intuition, and the Mystic Circle, your abilities will be enhanced. Again, this is something that's been coming out for Scorpio, okay? We're going to dive into it, but I am not shocked at all. Scorpio's had some major, I don't want to say issues, but some shakeups. We'll say it like that. Can we say it like that? Some shakeups in the area of love due to their own intuition. They are basically a human lie detector, and they are triumphing over that adversity quite well as their abilities continue to enhance. It was part of the deal, let's say, because as your abilities enhance and as you continue to go further, let's say up the mountain, up the consciousness scale, we'll say, you have no choice but to up every area of your life, or expect it to do that for you, okay? Or for you to do that for yourself. All right, in the overall most likely outcome, you've got the Oracle, which is seek wisdom and guidance from elders. The stars, a long journey brings rewards, and locked doors can now be opened, the key. No surprise there, because as we're changing our surroundings, as we're letting our intentions be known in the manifestation mode that Scorpio has been in, getting rid of toxic energy, making new boundaries, standing firm on them, expectations, have been reassessed. Time has been reassessed. Firmer ground has been stood. Obviously, with that is going to come rewards and locked doors that can now be open. All right, things, places that you couldn't go or do before are now being unlocked for you. Okay, and obviously the wisdom, it could be that you are seeking wisdom and guidance from elders, from your elders, but it could also be that you're just going to your own spiritual team, your own god, goddesses, deities, and even just your own higher self. Okay, as you know, because we're getting intuition over here. It's so like basic Scorpio, especially with the energy that we've been getting. Okay, we've got over here in the spiritual aspect of life, the forces of nature favor you. The green man, again, no shock there, because that's what Scorpio is doing. They're transforming, they're ascending. I don't care for that word, but don't have another one to use. As they do it, this is a natural flow for Scorpio. Transformation is the natural flow of Scorpio. That is just the way that it is. And the more Scorpio allows this natural process to take place, of course, it's going to favor them, because that is their natural state is transformation. Okay. That's what it is. And also there could be, eating more veggies, is because we see it over here. We see it over here. Could be that, you're just taking more roots in, taking more natural medicine, taking more herbs. Could even be that you're spending more time outside, drinking more water, things like that. But it's all leading to that spiritual aspect. And most Scorpios' nature is to be that of an extremely spiritual being. Again, no surprise why this is coming out here, and the natural forces favor you. And the moon, all right, in the prosperity and finances, you will be guided through the darkness. All right, the moon. So any unknowns that come at you, any curveballs that are thrown at you, you will definitely be guided, and we can see why. You're elevating, you're in this amazing space, and so we can see, that's what happens whenever you're aligned. That's what happens when you're obedient to spirit, when you're obedient to yourself, when you're having a lot of self-respect, when you're setting healthy boundaries, when you are able to see and value your worth and demand that of others respectively. That is what happens. You are guided. Okay, I talk about this all the time. There's a difference between being alone and being lonely. All right, we are never alone. All right, so let's get some clarifiers out here. Ace of Coins in the reverse position. If you have not gotten what you are wanting, if you feel like you've missed an opportunity and you're wanting to remanifest that, or you are looking for an opportunity, or you think you lost out on an opportunity, whatever this is, whatever this Ace of Pentacles in the reverse position is for you, go ahead and, again, make your intentions known. Let your intentions be clear. All right, let's make sure there's no confusion in that. I will also say on the other side of that, someone has let their intentions be known that they do not intend to repeat a process, okay? Some of you have made your intentions very known that you will never work for that company again, that you will never do that job again, that you will never go into that line of work again, that you will never do that for money again, that you will never give that partner another opportunity again, that you will never be taken advantage of again, that you will never give away money or invest in bad properties or investments, right? Again, okay? So some of you have made your intention very known. Hey, that's it. That's the end of that. Let me get another one, please. Two of Cups in the upright with the Sun. Like I said, for some of you, many of you actually, with the Three of Coins showing itself over here in the upright, many of you have made it very clear that either this is the last chance for someone or something, or it's done, that's it, it's over, and there are no more chances. You've brought this to light, and you're very happy and comfortable with your decision. Scorpio, you are shining bright. Now, there's some Leo energy here, but I wouldn't hang too much on the zodiac sign of the card, just the energy, all right? When it comes to putting in the effort, there was something that wasn't changing. There was someone or something that kept diving into a very cyclical thing. It was just like, it was this repeat pattern of nonsense, and Scorpios decided to go forward and do something new. And for those of you that this is resonating in an area of work, okay, you might have gotten an offer somewhere else, or you might have you might go ahead and put yourself out there in a you're taking a risk possibly of putting yourself out there for your own business. But again, whatever you've seen here, you want to do something new. You want to work on something new. Okay. Some of you could be going back to school. Okay. But like I said, whatever this is, someone's made their intentions known. They're not going to do that, whatever that is, ever again. It's not going to ever go back the way that it was. It'll never go back to that person, that partner, that business partner, that job, that line of work, whatever this is. Intentions are clear here. But if it is the other side of that, where you do want to manifest the truth, the light, and the happiness with a partner or a job or whatever, and you feel like you don't have the chance or won't be given another opportunity, once again, let your intentions be known and allow that to play out. Okay, let's go ahead and look at the health, the physical well-being and health. Your surroundings will undergo transformation. 6 of Coins in the reverse position. Okay, whatever, it wasn't working for you. You were not getting out of it. Let's say, you tried, justice, balance, okay, equality. Let's say with the Knight of Swords. Okay, so let's say you tried to go vegan, per se. Let's say you tried to plant-based diet and you felt somewhat lethargic. You felt like you didn't have the energy to exercise. That didn't work out for you. So that particular diet or whatever was not working out. It wasn't giving you the best you, or the best version of you, right? Because everybody's body thrives different. Let's say you were exercising 5 hours a day and your body was just too sore and you couldn't operate in other areas of life, and your mental state wasn't the best. Again, something that wasn't given back to you. Okay, let's say you've never exercised. So you've been just sitting on the couch. Okay, so now you see that, maybe you're gaining some weight, maybe your muscles are getting sore, perhaps arthritis is setting in. Okay, whatever this is, it wasn't working for you, and that's why your surroundings are changing. Okay, you're bringing balance to your life. You're understanding, I need to put in this to do this. You're understanding a fair assessment of things. Okay, let's get one more in that area. 7 of Coins. You're investing in your space. You're investing in your health. Okay, mental health, emotional health, physical health. All right. With the Page of Coins in the reverse position, we're not just sitting around thinking about it anymore. Okay, we're going outside of ourselves. We're actively making an approach to bring this into existence. Okay, Ace of Wands in the reverse position and the 10 of Swords. For some of you, this is illness in regards to the sexual aspect of your life. Some of you could notice a change in libido, or could have noticed a change in libido. For some of you, it's prostate issues. For others of you, it's just, being down, the body being down overall is affecting the body overall in every other area. Okay. Yeah, it's again, I honestly, I feel like it's a misrepresentation of something. Let's say you did Atkins or like keto and you thought it was going to have all these amazing long lasting effects, and though you might have dropped some pounds, I feel like you felt as though you were suffering in other areas. I truly feel like that's going to be for most of you, but again, everything else could apply as well. But again, you are investing in things that make you feel good, and this is why your surroundings are undergoing change. Okay, perhaps you're taking the TV out of the bedroom. All right, maybe you're taking the TV out overall. If you notice like things, perhaps you're not getting any more junk food in the house. Okay, because if it's there, you're gonna eat it for the most part. So maybe you're making changes in that regard, right? Like, we're not going to order out as much anymore. We're not going to just have junk sitting around the house. Perhaps you're giving up soda. I don't know your life, but it does seem as though you're taking an active approach. And it would appear that this is something you've tried that didn't present true to you anyway, because I'm hearing tried and true methods. So it's like everybody was all the rage, all the rave of this particular thing, like South Beach diet, whatever it is, right? This, certain herb or certain tea or whatever, and it just didn't work out for you. That's what I'm feeling. That's what I'm seeing. For some of you, and this is for a select few of you, it's a particular medication. Okay, a particular medication given for a mental stability, right? To give you mental stability, whether that's from depression, whatever it is, whatever. Maybe it's to calm you down. Maybe you're bipolar. I don't know your life. Once again, for some of you, they're showing me pills. So there was a medication that did not work out for you. It had the effects were worse than the cure, or whatever they say. Okay, so it wasn't worth it. Your surroundings are changing. For many of you, you are actually coming off of medication. You are either currently winging yourself off, or thinking of winging yourself off, or you have recently weaned yourself off, okay, of the medications that you were on, possibly even overusing, okay? I'm seeing that very strongly. There's a lot to do here with diet and pills specifically. Specifically popular diets that didn't work out, because they're telling me somebody jumped on the bandwagon, okay? And they're also showing me bottles of pills. So I am looking at blue pills specifically. I don't know if that means something for any of you, but that is what they are showing me. And there's bottles and bottles and bottles of it, which tells me either there was way too much, way too long, or possibly being overused. It doesn't matter. They're saying that you're either weaning yourself off, thinking about weaning yourself off, or have already done that, because it was not having the effect that it was supposed to have. What you are now doing and implementing is actual changes in your physical environment that you believe even are going to help you not to even need or want that medication, okay? Some of you are on sleeping medicine and you're going back to just straight up marijuana. We're just going to say it, okay? That's going to be, for a small number of you, and others of you are putting together recipes of tea that are helping you to sleep at night versus, possibly relying so much on the pharmaceuticals, okay? Now let's jump over here to the area of love, Scorpio. Oh, a whole little book come out. Knight of Coins, the Star, and the Knight of Cups in the reverse position. As I stated before, there was some form of adversity and an offer that wasn't real, okay? It was a space of imagination. Perhaps you fell in love with the potential of something. Perhaps you fell in love with the words of someone, but they had nothing to back it up. Perhaps you were overthinking in certain situations that made you overreact or react in a way that was inappropriate with your partner. It could be different for everyone, but whatever this Knight of Cups in the reverse position represents for you, that is likely what caused the adversity. So either someone didn't make good on the deal, right? Or it could have been somebody's own overactive imagination or overthinking in certain situations and scenarios that caused them to create a problem that wasn't initially there, okay? You will have to decide that for yourself. With the Star and the Knight of Coins, okay? So we've got the Seer, who's very intuitive and following the intuition, and we've got the Star, which is very divine and the light at the end of the tunnel, with the Knight of Pentacles, and your abilities will soon be enhanced, okay? So in the area of love, I feel like the situation lasted a long time. You've probably worked long and hard on yourself, Scorpio, in this area. And once again, this could definitely be cross-watcher. If it is, take it, flip it. If it's resonating in one area, not the other, whatever, okay? You put the energy where it's supposed to go for you. I'm reading from the perspective of Scorpio once again, because I can hear somebody like, nah, that's not that. Scorpio did this to me. Scorpio did that to me. I can hear you. I can hear you. Just flip it. Just flip it. If it's coming from the other way, just flip it. And if it's not your story, then it's not your story. That's totally cool. We're only gonna get so much information out on a general collective reading. Just so happens that there's actually a lot of people in the world. So, I don't know. You be the judge. So anyways, there's a lot of hard work that's gone into this within your divinity. There's a lot of questions and hard work and checks and balances system that's gone in to you being able to trust and follow your intuition. We got the Ten of Cups here in the reverse position with the Strength. Okay, like I said, for many of you, this was a problem created and walked away from, whether it was created by you and you realized that you were overthinking, or your imagination possibly was clouding your judgment, whatever this was for you. And you decided to go ahead and stop it or correct yourself, or it was coming in from a partner, it was coming in from somewhere else, and you finally realized that you needed to trust your intuition, like they were never making good on a deal. Like say they were always promising to marry you and they just keep putting off the date. They always say they're going to show up and they never do. They always say they're going to call and they never do. They let you go very fast and then they say they're going to call you back and they never do. You may have seen a number of things in regards to that, but whatever it was, it wasn't matching and it was making you very strongly uncomfortable. Okay, you didn't feel like you were able to express your emotions in a safe way, in a safe place, without being judged. And ultimately you had some decisions to make here, and it looks like you went cold to a situation. I don't know that that's necessarily a bad thing with all the adversity and challenges and broken promises or overthinking in the situation. It was possibly healthier to just take a break. Doesn't have to be forever, right? Five of Swords in the reverse position, though I'm not seeing you very conflicted over it. Six of Cups. Like I said, this has been going on for a while. Whatever happened in this love area has been going on for a while. Two of Wands in the reverse position. Interesting with the Five of Wands. There was a lot of conflict and fighting here, okay? A lot of conflict and fighting. And I'm looking at energies that have decided to separate. So whether that's a physical separation or just taking a break or just, possibly even, this could be even relationship counseling on some level, okay? Needing to bring someone else in, essentially like taking biased opinions out of the situation. I could also see that here, but whatever happened, someone's intuition was on point and they couldn't get past the broken promises or the empty, I'm hearing empty threats for some of you. Someone truly couldn't get past this. It was just too uncomfortable. Nothing in their gut was sitting right ever. And it was too strong of a feeling to ignore, especially when their emotions and feelings came into play. They just didn't feel like the other person cared. I mean, that's basically what it boils down to. And I'm seeing that washed away rather quickly. And once again, because your abilities are being enhanced and you're growing, you're going to have no kind of choice but to go and grow with that if you don't want to be miserable, okay? Let's look at the overall most likely outcome here. The Palace of Cups in the upright. We got it in the reverse when it comes to the love, and we get rid of that situation or somehow find a way to fix it because you are triumphing over adversity, meaning if you choose to walk away, it's going to be hard and challenging, but you're going to be successful. If you choose to stay and work on it, it is going to be very complicated, it is going to be very challenging, and it's also going to require a lot of work, but you're going to be successful, even if through that work you decide that it's not worth it and you walk away, or if it eventually works out and you come to new levels with your partner that you never even thought possible. It doesn't matter, because as long as you stay true to yourself and true to your heart and true to your partner, authentic and honest, you're going to get through it no matter what. So when we get to the overall outcome, because you're facing these things, because you're taking a very active approach to your life overall in every area so far, you've got the Palace of Cups in the upright, okay? And that is leading you to a safe place to express yourself, okay? You no longer feel judged or shameful for whatever you feel, right? You feel like you're allowed to feel those feelings, like it's okay. It's okay for you to work through those, okay? And this, again, it's coming over the oracle, so seek wisdom and guidance from elders. Could be mother, father, grandparents, could be, older friends, could be older spiritual people, could be just spirit itself, spiritual team, could be ancestors, could be guides. Again, gods, goddesses, deities, whatever you believe. It could even be a combination of quite a few things, okay? But that is where you feel comfortable. That's where you feel comfortable sharing things. Whereas I'm not seeing this place comfortable anymore. I mean, obviously there was something that ended over here. I mean, it's just a shakeup. It's just a shakeup. I will say this, for some of you over here, I don't use this term often, but it is what it is. From some of you over here, your soul connections and twin flames, there is a separation period. There's a separation period, and it's very needed because somebody really needs to work on themselves. It's not going to come back together until that person comes back whole or they decide to take their divine path. Don't even waste your time. Do what you're doing and know what you're doing. Walk away, continue to elevate. It'll come when it comes, if it comes, and if it doesn't, then you cannot drag yourself down waiting on it. That's for a select few. I don't normally mention it, but they're telling me to mention it for you for a reason, so there you go. Okay, the 9 of coins and the 6 of wands. I'm sorry, the 4 of wands, okay? That's probably why they told me to mention the twin flame thing. Okay, so your journey is going to be rewarded. Your independence is rewarded. It's in a state of harmony. Okay, you're looking at that 11-11. You're looking at a true connection, whether this is yourself with yourself with your spirituality, yourself with your consciousness, yourself on your truest divine path, your truest divine nature. As we can see that the forces of nature are favoring you in your spiritual aspect. This is why you're elevating, Scorpio. This is absolutely beautiful energy. Okay, you're independent. You're expressing yourself. You're not scared or shamed about how you feel. You feel very confident. You are making money. You are becoming abundant. You are in a space of love. You are in a space of joy. You are in a space of passion. You are in a space of acceptance, even if it is just you finally accepting yourself. Okay. The Fool in the reverse position. With the Empress, okay, and the 5 of Cups. I feel like it took you some loss and some grieving and some mourning, probably over a length of the time, especially with the Scorpio, because Scorpio usually will stay in a situation until they're absolutely sure. Because when a Scorpio is done, usually they are absolutely done. They're loyal to a fault for the most part. And they will stay in situations until they are absolutely sure that whenever they leave, there's no chance of them going back. Okay, and so that's what I'm seeing here with the Empress and the 5 of Cups, with the Palace of Wands in the reverse position. You had to wait until the passion was all the way gone. Okay, you had to reach your point for whatever it was, you know, and that's even in your physical health, in your love, in your current situation, whatever it is. You had to wait until you were absolutely disgusted, either with, you know, if it's your physical health, you were absolutely disgusted with the way you were feeling. You were absolutely disgusted with the way you were looking. You were absolutely disgusted with your partner's behavior. You were absolutely disgusted with, you know, your opportunities or lack thereof. You were absolutely disgusted, whatever it is. That's kind of a Scorpio energy. They must be absolutely just done, because they are so intense and so loyal and so deep. When they're all in, they're all in, which can be hindering because they kind of can't see clearly when they're in that. There could be a million things going wrong, but as long as there's 1 or 2, 3 things possibly going right, as long as there's a little bit of effort, they will continue to give to it until they're just absolutely done and disgusted and fed up. That's where you were. That's where you are. And that's why you're so confident in the growth of your situation. That's why doors are being opened for you. That's why you're being rewarded. You're independent. This is beautiful, beautiful energy, Scorpio. All right, let's go to the spiritual aspect of things. The forces of nature favor you with the Ace of Cups. There you are, manifesting spiritual love, divine love, even if it is a love for yourself. Okay, you've got to love yourself before you can expect anyone else to love you. All right, your love and your faith in your life, and even your faith in your love and all the love that you have to offer you, is why you are being so heavily rewarded. Okay, Scorpio is the most passionate, arguably. Okay, yes, they're water emotions. Okay, yeah, no, they're intense, they're passionate, very, and usually spiritual by default, because being ruled by Mars and Pluto. So you know, they have a darker nature just by default. Okay, so of course it would make sense. The Tower coming under that, with the King of Wands in the reverse position and the 6 of Cups. Whatever in the past was unable to commit to you, or even you committing to yourself, again, because we saw healthy boundaries over here, you're letting that fall down. You're wanting change. This is you, Scorpio. Scorpio energy right here. Tower, big time. Okay, Ace of Cups right here. Forces of nature are favoring you. All right, you are willing to change, and so your spirit, your love for spirituality, your love for your divine nature, your love for yourself, your love even for love, and your love for the natural process of love, it's very rewarding. And you are highly favorable right now. You are highly favored, and even many of you very desirable. Very desirable. Five of Swords. This came with a lot of conflict with the Queen of Wands. Being independent and actively going towards this came with a lot of conflict, and I already just explained all the reasons why. It is because of the loyalty. It's because of the intense nature. It's because of the passion. It's because of being all in. Scorpio has to be just done, and done, okay? There's some manipulation behind this. There's someone possibly pulling on your heartstrings, okay? Someone could actually be using your love and devotion to your spirituality to leave you conflicted, okay? This is kind of reminding me, you know, they say, you know, the devil knows the Bible best. It's kind of reminding me of that energy. Someone will act possibly as though they are interested in your lifestyle, interested in your spirituality, interested in your gifts and stuff like that, just to have their way with you or manipulate you back into a situation. And it is back into a situation because we see the Six of Swords in the reverse position with the Seven of Swords, and we see that Magician in the reverse position. So this is absolutely manipulating someone back into a situation. This is lying to get what they want, okay? And they're praying and using that spirituality. Now, I'm not saying that they don't necessarily believe, but they know likely that that is your weak spot and that you're going to fall for that because you want that so bad. Scorpio needs deep connections, and Scorpio's spirituality and sexuality are very linked. They're very connected. Oftentimes you can't disconnect or separate, okay? So someone has been or will try to use that, all right? Let's look at prosperity and finances over here. You will be guided through the darkness. Queen of Coins. Spirit's going to make damn sure that you got what you need, that you're going to be stable, and you're going to be able to make that money stretch. Okay, so you could be hitting really good deals. You could be coming into unexpected money. Six of Swords in the reverse position with the Seven of Swords in the reverse position and the Palace of Coins. Now, as it pertains to here, when we're looking at the Six of Swords in the reverse position and the Seven of Swords in the reverse position, we're looking at something that was left behind or something that wanted to be left behind, but it wasn't. The Six of Swords, it's in the reverse position, okay? With this, to get there, you got to get back, to get through the six, you got to get to the seven. These are both in reverse. So whatever the thief in the night was coming after, whatever they thought they were going to get out of you, they don't. It's in the reverse. They do not. This is coming clean. This is seeing something before it happens. This is not going back to the past, not allowing somebody to get something out of you. With the Palace of Coins in the upright, especially with the Queen of Coins. Okay, this means that you're going to be set. You're going to be just fine. You're going to be very comfortable. Okay, now, will there be sacrifices? Maybe. Will you have to take a pay cut? Possibly, in order to be, but you're going to be provided for. You're not going to go hungry. You're not going to go homeless. Okay, especially with doing all of this. No. Spirit's not going to let it happen. Not going to let it happen at all. Ace of Wands in the reverse with the Ten of Swords and the Five of Coins. Okay, and that is because you possibly cut off some toxicity here. Okay, whatever you were spending your money on, whether it was frivolous things or possibly just giving it away or supporting somebody, especially with that Ten of Swords there, that was being deceitful, especially if it had anything to do with a sexual nature, a sexual relationship. You've very, very actively cut that off. Three of Wands in the reverse position, no future there. You're going to be rewarded for that. If anything, you're going to save money, right? When we stop spending our money on frivolous things and we stop spending, you know, we just... I feel like you're really getting yourself under control. You're getting things under control, and I don't feel like Spirit is going to let you suffer at all, not in the least, okay? Eight of Wands in the reverse position. You're very focused on this. You're allowing things to flow, all right? I feel like you're super focused. You've cut something out. The Four of Swords. You took a break from whatever was asking too much of you. Too much communication, too much fast action, anything that was coming with their hand out, but, you know, in a needing or wanting manner, but never in a giving manner. Okay, anything that was communicating in that way and very fast, very bold, you're giving that a break. You're turning your back to it here with the Fool in the reverse position because it was foolish. Okay, and that's why you're going to be set straight. That's why you're being guided. Two of Swords. You have strongly, baby, I can't tell you. Spirit can't make it any more clear. You have strongly cut some things out. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. You get fed up and you gotta go. Because at the end of the day, You got to take care of you, you know? That's just what it is. The unicorn invites serendipity. Absolutely. That's what's about to happen over here. You might have been conflicted if you were going in the right space before, but I don't think you are now, and I don't think you're going to be as things continue to unfold. There's about to be a lot of sort of chance things that happen. There's going to be a lot that's coming into your life at this time that you either never thought would happen, or it's like, I mean, what are the chances? Like, what are the odds? Well, they're pretty good. They are pretty good for you, Scorpio. They're pretty good, because whenever you're living your life in this manner, that's just how it is. That's just how it is. 7 heavenly virtues, the keys to goodness, okay? Opposite of the 7 deadly sins. Whatever you were battling with before, you're taking a step towards your divinity. You're taking several steps towards your divinity, and you can't go wrong when you do that. Whenever you decide to ascend and continue to grow and continue to be pure and continue to be authentic, you literally cannot go wrong. You can't. Everything else falls into place whenever you're in alignment, and that's what this entire reading is. Self-reliance, don't be afraid to fly solo. Like, we see independence all over the reading, and I don't think you were, because yeah, no, I'm not seeing that for you. You've been taking care of yourself, Scorpio. You've been taking care of yourself. That's why you're so confident. Okay. Competition, summon courage and self-confidence. Okay. For some of you, it's possible that someone or something had you feeling like you were in competition with something or someone, and you weren't, and you realize that they're not even in your league. Okay. So you're not even worried about that. For others of you, you're scared to put your talents and ideas forward, because the competition is fierce out there. But you know, my mom always told me you're only as good as your competition. So look at it, love it, learn from it. And summon courage to go forward and be self-confident and know that there is always going to be someone better than you. That's how we grow. If we are never challenged, we don't grow. So I absolutely love this reading for you, Scorpio. Let me know in the comments below if you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.